Hello everyone, good morning. My name is Ashish Malhotra. I'm a part of NEC Corporation India. Today we are here basically to discuss, and I'll be sharing my views on AI in a box, which is demystify the future of business. So let me just start with introducing you to NEC Corporation. Okay, so NEC was established in 1899. That's around 120 years back. We have presence in 300 group companies. We are available with 300 group companies across 50 countries. Last year, annual revenue, which was FY 2019, was reported as USD 27 billion. We have approximately 49,000 plus patents with 500 plus AI researchers. We are contributing to society as well. How? So we are present in logistics support, citizen services, public transport services, rural financial services, national security and infrastructure. So I'll take you all through in detail about how we are supporting, where we are. In this AI journey, as we all know that AI and ML are driving the future of computing. So NEC has also offered and contributed in this digital transformation. Where all we have contributed, what is the analytics AI solution spectrum of NEC? We are in BFSI, telecom, manufacturing, logistics, and government sectors. Talking about BFSI, we have contributed and designed solutions around insurance, claim and fraud. To be more specific, auto insurance and health insurance. We have contributed in credit default scoring, PIR reduction, synthetic fraud detections, campaign optimization, and there's a list goes on. Talking about telecom, it's around the network optimization and planning, network instruction detection, and location-based analytics, which is on the GIS as well. On the manufacturing side, we have a solution, SIAT, which is anomaly detection. We have AI visual inspection solution, which we are calling as RAPID, and the commonly used term in our manufacturing, demand and predictive maintenance is there, which is not only reducing the cost, but also helping minimize and optimizing other support functions as well. Talking about logistic, we have designed ETA prediction and route optimization. Here also GIS is playing an important role, and also on the fleet management. Something about the government support as well, helping the society. So we are helping on the NLP side, smart city, which is decision and engine and performance dashboards, and healthcare, customer care dashboards. Let's go a little more detail. But before we go in detail, let me talk about my topic, AI in a box. It seems a little simple, isn't it? Actually, it's not so simple. It's around defining or creating intelligence from the available data, which is huge nowadays. We all are working around data, which is huge. It can be from any industry, any time period, any geography. When we marry it with a smart and robust infrastructure solution, which holds and processes this huge data, it becomes AI in a box. So with this growing environment of data in the current scenario and the need of computing and handling that requires large computation power, NEC has participated, and to overcome that and make it more efficient, we have developed SX-Aurora TSUBASA, which is actually a vector processor of NEC SX architecture family. Unlike previous SX supercomputers, the SX-Aurora TSUBASA is provided as a PCIe card, which is termed by us as vector engine. 8 VE cards can be inserted into a vector host, which is typically x86-64 server running on a Linux operating system. We have successfully implemented and executed AI in several domains, which we just discussed about. So when talking about this pyramid, the lower part, the blue side, which we talk about, is basically the infrastructure piece. We work on data, information, and knowledge that we can pick from the data itself. How about intelligence? We work on AI and ML to basically help our users to define and take decisions. Now, when we marry both the things, it becomes our AI in a box. So this is basically a problem with a clear solution, single solution for the overall problem, end-to-end solution. Talking about vector, I already shared that it is on the standard server, which is on the controlling side, and the vector engine basically controls the processing. Let's talk about our use cases on the Aurora AI ecosystem. We have claim prediction, where the domain was insurance, fraud detection, which is on the insurance and healthcare. And with the data size, with the insurance claims, we are seeing that the fraud is increasing day by day. So if we have a faster solution, which actually helps us to process huge data within minutes, seconds, and milliseconds, and also giving a complete deep dive from a analysis point of view, that will be something like giving a complete solution as one. That's what we have done. We have also introduced and working on PII reduction, which is on the BFSI. We see a lot of information on the banking side and other BFSI domains. We see it's been shared across the I'll say across the globe, across the borders. So we have to basically mask the PII information. So we have done that using our machine learning framework. We have worked on the campaign optimizations, visual inspections, which is on the domain. Domain is on the manufacturing side, and anomaly detection, which is on the fintech. So these are basically the need of an hour right now, which we all want to know that how we can actually change it, transform our analysis from a manual checks to a machine check. That's what we have done. We have recommended engine and NLP, which is on the government side. These are some of the quick outcomes that we have seen. The analysis that we have seen around 75% of time saving when we actually use our vector engine. It's about fast memory, quick processing, and relevant outcome. That's what we have actually done. Let's quickly jump on to some of our use cases. Rapid AI visual inspection solution. I'll say basically in the manufacturing, what happens, we see if the outcome of the manufactured product is defected or correct. Manually, we check it out, we control it manually. But with this AI training and inspection model, once we create it, it can classify, detect, and actually update that what part of the product that's been manufactured is correct and where there is a defect. That's what actually we have designed in the NEC's Rapid, where we actually provide classify and detect. Talking about a little bit about the AI training, where we actually, when we understand, we actually have to feed in what exactly the human will see, what exactly the human will identify. And based on that, our model basically will work on this. Now it needs a faster processing. So if we are talking about AI in a box, in a faster processing method, then the solution will be quickly check it out and respond to the customer that what the outcome will be. Is it correct or there is a defect? That's what Rapid is all about. Second is around the predictive maintenance solution. A conventional monitoring way where there is an administrator who used to check the performance of the machineries and raise an alarm as and when there is an issue, there is a disconnect. This also basically puts a problem on the organization where they have to basically put the inventory of everything which may go wrong, every part of that machinery which may go wrong. But with NEC's AI technology, which is SEAT, actually it's a predictive maintenance where it will predict that a maintenance is required in a specific part of that machine. What it helps us with, how it saves us, it basically saves us the cost of inventory, cost of labor, cost of basically time, which is value right now, where you don't have to spend time, you can have a planned downtime and do a repair work as and when required. CI keeps monitoring the relationship among all the sensors and predict the breakdown when it's going to happen and raise an alarm so that it can be a planned one. On the PII information, PII part, where we need the PII reduction, so data source can be in any format. It can be in email, PDF, PPTs, any document, anything. When it passes through the PII identification, our models actually identify, understand that these are the PII informations, somebody's personal informations, and then mask it. This is the redaction engine role here. It mask, identify, mask it, and then share it. So that's how basically we actually mask the information, and it can be on any kind of data format. It can be anywhere for any domain, though it's on the financial side for the personal information of our users, customers. Okay, quickly I would want to share about the AE. Okay, let's talk about the artificial intelligence and machine learning. What we have, our vector processor, basically, which is SX-Aurora TSUBASA, which is basically built on the SX supercomputer. It actually helps because it's just a PCIe card, and it actually helps on speeding the processing. Let's talk about how it do that. We see we have a general CPU which is normal. When the memory performance increases, that's what our vector processor do, as compared to GPU, which increase the computation performance. Now, when we talk about memory, that's how it helps in the statistical ML to the deep learning, and it helps in demand prediction, price prediction, complete statistical machine learning is involved here. We also help on the general purpose, which is MLP, multi-layer perceptions and translations. Okay, our application, which is on the vector engine, is actually on top of x86 server in a form of a PCIe card, and the hardware is basically standard x86 server plus vector engine, and the software that can be used is on Linux operating system, automatic vectorization compiler, Fortran, C++. There's no special programming like CUDA, and interconnect is InfiniBand for MPI. VV direct communication support is also there, which is on the for the interconnect. So it's easy programming, standard language, and automatic vectorization compiler, which actually gives and enjoy high performance. It gives us speed and a proper outcome. So that was about our AI in a box. Now, talking in a general concept, when we talk about AI in a box, it's basically either hardware, software, or solutions. That's what industry provides right now. We have got specific solutions around these three domains. With AI in a box, NEC says that we are going to sell you a hardware, solution, and a service. When I say hardware, it will be a vector engine. When I say solution, it will be our AI and ML solutions. And service is on the support side, where we'll be providing the detailed support in terms of maintaining and helping the customer win. So it's a kind of a win-win situation for both the sides, both the customer and NEC. So that's actually about the AI in a box. So we can move on to the questions. So any questions? I have got my team out here and we are ready to take any questions for you. And the concept, I think, is clear. The better information that I would want to share is it's one shop, solution shop, which actually provides the complete end-to-end solution, hardware, software, services. So that's the end of this, and that's what we are looking out for. Thank you. Thanks all.
Thank you, Ashish. We are very grateful to those who have attended this session. And now we will start our short survey. This survey helps us shape future conferences. Thank you.
Thank you.